All right, everyone. I called you here to announce that effective immediately, I am leaving Cole Kravitz and starting work as lead consultant for the Brady campaign at Peterson Wyatt. I've secured positions for everyone in this room without change to your current compensation. So who's with me on this?
I just spent the last hour wiping your shit off Bill Sanford's shoes, assuring him that you're the right lady to broaden his membership. We're inches from a green light.
So you're saying I should put you down as a maybe?
I'm glad you two are sitting together.
Me too.
No, because you guys said like you had great chemistry, but in a different sort of way, and I was like, go. It was just fun. It was really fun watching two women go toe to toe in a movie where they didn't have you sell out.
Right?
Absolutely.
Exactly. And also to have a movie that passes the Bechdel test, have a female character who mentors women in the workplace, which has been my experience of women, but we don't really see that so much in film. So yeah, I was really excited about this.
How scary is it though? Because the film
We even want to deal with the reality of what's happening right now.
Yeah.
well,
I mean, come on. Like, every time we read anything political, it's like the most depressing thing. So, yeah. I mean, the great thing about this, though, is it's not a documentary.
Nope.
It's a thriller.
Yes.
And it's entertaining, and you don't know where it's going. And you think you know where it's going, and then it surprises you. So, yes, it's about our political system and what's broken. But it's also a really good time.
And you got a chance to work with Jessica. I mean, you kill it every time, but what's it
Yeah,
like
she
to
does.
work with what's it like to work with someone like a Jessica where you can you're her equal, true, because you're both professionals, but you can also learn.
Oh, absolutely.
observe.
And that was a huge incentive for me taking this role, was the chance to work with Jessica, whose work I've admired for such a long time, and John Madden, our director, who's just incredible, with actors and really understands, material that is this dense. And for me, it was great to see these two female characters, as you said, like a mentor-mentee kind of relationship, but then there is a twist to it, and then you get to find out, Esme, my character, has an inner strength that isn't necessarily, overtly there on the surface. And for me also, exploring the emotional cost of ambition and winning at all costs, and for me I think that's really sort of fascinating, as well as the gun debate and women in politics debate, just looking at it on a human level and what it does to an individual to be operating at that level.
Fantastic. Now, I know you shot the movie primarily in Toronto, but I want to know, what's the most interesting aspect to you of Washington, D.C., the city?
Well, we went to D.C. to research together, and this is kind of how we met.
Yeah,
we hung
so
out,
great.
And we met with lobbyists, and went to Capitol Hill. And what was probably the most interesting? I mean, we had to sit and watch a little bit of a
when they were
session.
casting their votes, I mean, it was just such great people watching, just the energy, and as you say, to be able to almost begin to develop a character dynamic while you're both doing the research is kind of fascinating. I love Washington. It's really an intense place.
What's your favorite monument that you got to visit and explore?
Well, you know what? I went more recently to Washington. They just opened the African American Museum of History and Culture, which I'm fortunate enough to be in a short film in the museum, which was directed by Ava DuVernay. And so, having been for the first time with our research, and then to come back 6 months later again to open this wonderful new museum, and where it sits right in front of the White House, is kind of pretty amazing.